right now, what I'm interested in thinking and talking about is that this is a very bizarre disconnect between the people in this country and why we tend to join groups and decide that the people in the other group are the bad people and we're the good people and we're going to stop the bad people and this is going to be great for everybody. Like, slow the fuck down, everybody. This is what I'm thinking about today, because I've never been more concerned that we could be in a fucking nuclear war in my life than right now. I've never been more concerned about whatever the fuck is going on with Russia and Ukraine spilling over into the United States and causing chaos for everyone on the planet and death and destruction beyond our imagination. The fact that that's on the table is so fucking crazy.
And he's not going to stop this guy, right?
Dude, the whole thing is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess with NATO moving into surrounding countries. It's a mess where, you know, Russia invades Ukraine. It's horrible.
Is it just
good.
about real estate?
It's about many things. I'm not the person to talk to you about this. If you want to listen to Dave Smith talk about it, he's very, very knowledgeable, and he can explain in detail how NATO started violating some sort of an agreement, and they were moving their arms closer to where Russia is, and people had specifically said that they were trying to get Ukraine to join NATO. If Ukraine joined NATO, that would be at the border of Russia, an armed force of the whole world. And it's just tactically, if you're a general, if you're a person who is a president or a king of a country, you're not going to let somebody like pull right up on your fucking border like that with a new army attached to it. Like, why? Why do you guys need a new army? What are you planning on doing with that new army? Why are your fucking cannons pointing it at us? You know, it's all bad. It's all bad, dude. And it's all bad because the military-industrial complex is a gigantic force of nature and power and money. There's so much going on, and it's a natural thing that happens when people get into power. When people get into power, if they have that kind of money, they're making that kind of money, one of the things that they absolutely are going to do is they're going to try to make as much money as they can with any situation that comes up. Now, if you're in the business of telling jokes, that's great. You're just going to tour and do bigger arenas. Yay, you're at this big place. Yay, you're at this place. More seats, more tickets. But if you're in the war business, you're just getting to the edge of no more civilization. Like, you're pushing things to the edge of what could happen today if someone's fucking crazy and someone is dying already and someone is a dictator that literally has the ability to launch nukes. On your last breath, you could fucking and then it's chaos. And the question doesn't become whether or not he should have done that. Of course he shouldn't have done that. The question of, could there have been steps that were made to prevent that from happening in the future? And if those steps could be made, they should probably be made, because this is where we are. This scares the shit out of me in a way that nothing in my life has ever scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
It's the real deal.
Yeah,
it's the real deal, and it doesn't. Why are we involved in this? Why is anyone involved in this? Why are groups of people involved in this kind of conflict when the groups of people don't benefit? That's what's weird.
Well, I think that we as Americans, from my feeling, is that we see these poor people get killed, and we don't want to like have our guys, like Afghanistan go in there, but like, here's some weapons because we feel bad for all your innocent people that are dying. So you guys figure it out.
That's a great way to look at it.
Right?
Yeah, that's a positive way to look at it. Like, if you wanted to positively support
that's
sending money and weapons
that's
to Ukraine,
America.
That's what he would say.
I think that Putin knew that going into it. He goes, we're gonna do this, and I know America is going to give these guys money, and it's going to fuck up their economy.
Could be. I mean,
because our economy is pretty fucked up right now.
Yeah, but I think it would have been fucked up anyway. I think these people are goofy. I think it's really hard to run a country, and most people aren't very good at it. It's just how it goes. There's very few people that are actually good at it, and it's very clear that this country is being run by a bunch of people other than just the president. I mean, I don't know how much say he has, but it's a lot of other people are involved, and they're not doing such a great job, and they haven't made course corrections very good. There's a lot of mistakes that have been made that didn't have to be made. And that's just how it is. It's just like it's not being run well. And so you have to go, well, who could do it better? Could it be a Republican or it could be a better Democrat? And if it's not a better Democrat, like how are we going to get a better Democrat if you don't let the president debate? So they won't let him debate because Robert Kennedy Jr. and what is that other woman's name? Marianne Williamson. Marianne Williamson, apparently they're both promising candidates for the Democratic Party, but they won't let him debate before the primaries. So it's like that's not that democratic. Like that's not how it's supposed to do it.
I agree with you. I think both sides are fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think both sides are.
It's all run by money, man. It's just like they let money into politics, and people can profit off of decisions, and it's a mess that you can't pull out of. It's one of those things like once you've got that in there, it's like you're not taking the pee out of the ocean, kid. It's like it's in there. You're not fixing that.
Yeah, and the news organizations, I mean, I flip back and forth. And when I was growing up, it was just a news anchor just reading the teleprompter and basically just reading the news. And now both sides have something to say. And I never
They're editorializing.
Yeah, I never remembered that. And it's I watch it because I'm a comedian and I look at the comedy in it. And I don't take it serious.
Well, that's good, because otherwise it'll freak you out.
Yeah, and these news anchors, they roll their eyes, they say shit, and they're both way too far left and way too far right.
Well, you're taking a real chance if you're running a corporate network and you have on people that are going to give opinions. Because you're going to have people that just give the hot take of the day and repeat things that everybody says and use phrases that they've heard on TV and the news and know that they have to hit certain beats in order to be accepted. And then you're going to get people that are very arrogant about enforcing their own personal ideologies and their sets and views of things. And they'll argue with people in a very uncomfortable way where you see people with differing opinions now on the internet in particular having thoughtful conversations with each other, even though they have different opinions. It doesn't have to devolve to this like stupid like name calling, yelling game. Like why? Why are you calling each other names? Why are you insulting each other? Like, is this getting anything done? Like, can you keep it together as a human being? Do you have the character to keep it together? And so this like the way people communicate in these like short clips in these CNN things when you're watching people argue about stuff. It's like, my God, is this a bad format for this? And my God, are you guys bad at doing it in this format? Because it's like you're just virtue signaling and complaining. It's like the way you're interfacing with people.
Yeah, I think it's all fake. I think the second the cameras are off, I think Tucker Carlson is